Hello everyone, this is Julia Yumang, who will be discussing the characteristics of an effective feature writer and the sources of features. To be an effective feature writer, you should possess the skills or qualities for you to be able to tell interesting stories and, of course, to keep the readers hooked by your writing. So there are 5 characteristics that the effective feature writer should have. First, the effective feature writer is a keen observer. A feature writer should be very wary on processes, on figures, on shapes, on tastes, on temperature, on attitude, and many more. He should see not only the forest but also the small and large trees, the wild animals, and the insects in it. Thus, a feature writer should unleash his or her skills in observing. So that means a good feature writer needs to pay close attention to lots of details like how things work, numbers, different forms, flavors, how things feel, the way people act, and much more. They should notice everything from big things to small things, and it's all about being really good at observing and understanding what's going on around them. With this quality, a feature writer can create a much more interesting and well-rounded story. The effective feature writer has an analytical mind. According to the psychologist, analysis is the process of breaking down an idea. A good feature writer, therefore, should be adept at explaining in details. For instance, when he or she wants to say Juan is thin, the writer should know how to describe Juan to show that he is indeed thin. So that means being good at analyzing means being able to break down ideas into smaller parts. So if someone is a good feature writer, it means they are skilled at explaining things in detail. So for that example, if a feature writer wants to say someone like Juan is thin, he or she know how to describe Juan in detail to show that he is really thin. So through this, it means they are good at breaking things down and explaining them thoroughly. The effective feature writer is a wide reader and a good listener. Facts are the foundation of journalism. Feature articles are journalistic in nature. Hence, feature stories are factual. Like news, feature stories should be packed with facts. And as a writer, therefore, should be a wide reader and a good listener to capture facts. As Francis Bacon said, reading maketh a fool man. So feature articles, which are a type of journalism, also need to be based on facts. So just like news articles, feature stories should have lots of facts in them. To write good feature stories, a writer needs to read a lot and pay attention to what people say because facts can come from anywhere. This is why being well-reader and a good listener is important for a writer. As Francis Bacon once said, reading makes you knowledgeable, and this is crucial for writers because the more you read, the more facts you can use in your stories. So being a wide reader and a good listener helps writers gather all the important facts they need to make their feature stories or writings effective. The effective feature writer is a frequent writer. Practice makes perfect, so a saying goes. A feature writer hones his ability, style, and creativity through constant practice. So if you want to be really good at something like writing stories for newspapers or magazines, the more you do it, the better you become. By writing often, you'll improve your skills, your way of writing, and your creativity. So being active in writing regularly helps you become really good at what you do. Lastly, the effective feature writer is a master of language. A good feature barks on the craftsmanship of the writer in playing with the words, sprinkled with color, suspense, and drama. As he or she uses the language, he or she also must consider the rules of grammar, thus his or her mastery of its rules. So a skilled feature writer knows how to use words or language in a clever and captivating way. They play with words like an artist, adding color, suspense, and drama to their writing. They add also excitement, mystery, and vividness to their writing, and at the same time, they follow the rules of grammar correctly, showing their expertise in the language. So basically, a good feature writer is really good at using words to make their writing interesting while also making sure it's correct according to the rules of grammar. So let's proceed to the sources of features. So there are various things that we can use as our source in a feature writing. First, we have the news. News is trustworthy when it provides reliable information backed by facts. It should be accurate, balanced, and come from credible sources. When writing a feature, it's important to use news as a dependable source for features, ensuring that the information presented is truthful and well researched, helping readers understand and stay informed about various topics. Next source that we can use are the magazine articles. Magazine articles are a good place to find interesting things to talk about in a feature. They often have stories or information that can make your writing more engaging. You can use them to find new topics to explore or to add depth to your writing. Whether it's a story about a famous person, a new trend, or a scientific discovery, magazine articles provide a wealth of material to draw from. Next is the book. In writing feature, we can use books to find interesting details or facts to include. For example, if we're writing about animals, we can find descriptions of how they look, where they live, and what they eat in books. Books help us add depth and richness to our writing by giving us lots of cool stuffs to talk about. Next, we have the scrapbook. We all know that scrapbooks are like special books where the people put things they want to remember like pictures, tickets, or notes. These items help tell a story about the memories and experiences someone has had. These personal collections hold a wealth of inspiration for feature writing. From documenting travel escapades to celebrating family milestones, each page offers a glimpse into someone's life. With every photo and memento, there's a story waiting to be told, making scrapbooks a rich source for capturing the essence of human experiences in feature articles. Another is the experience. When writing a feature, drawing from our personal experiences add depth and authenticity to the piece. Whether it's recounting an adventure, sharing a lesson learned, or reflecting on a memorable moment, exploring personal experiences into the writing can captivate readers and make the story relatable. Their first-hand accounts bring a unique perspective and a human touch, making the feature come alive. Next, we have the casual conversation. Casual conversations can be rich sources for feature writing, offering glimpses into everyday life and the thoughts of regular people. From chats over random discussions during a walk, these moments reveal stories, emotions, and insights that can resonate with readers. Whether it's a tale of overcoming adversity, a humorous anecdote, or a deep reflection on life, casual conversations provide a window into the human experience. Next is the travel. Travel can be also an exciting, interesting topic to write about. It can also give you ideas for stories and articles that you can share with others. Next, we have these familiar places. Familiar places like your favorite places or good to go places can be rich sources of inspiration for feature writing. Think about the sights, sounds, and smell that make these places special to you. So by observing these details and talking to people who frequently go to these places, you can explore stories that capture the essence of the community and experiences that make these places memorable. Interview. Journalists use interviews to gather information for their articles. They talk to people who know a lot about a topic that they are writing about. They ask them questions to learn more and get interesting details. Then they use what they want to learn or to write their stories. So interviews are an important source of information for feature writing because they help writers get first-hand knowledge or experiences and insights from the experts or people involved in a particular subject. Next is the observation. Observation is a way of gathering information by paying attention to details in your surroundings. For feature writing, observation can be a valuable tool. You might notice an interesting happenings or events that offers or others haven't seen. By keenly observing people, places, and events, you can find unique angles to write about, making your features more engaging and insightful. Next are the speeches. Speeches can be a great source for feature writing. You can get insights into important topics, express powerful emotions, and often reveal the speaker's personality. By analyzing a speech, a feature writer can explore key messages, quotes, and anecdotes to craft engaging stories. And lastly, we have this file of old materials like bulletins. Believe it or not, dusty old papers like school bulletins or community newsletters can be gold for a writer. You can use these old bulletins as a starting point to dig deeper and craft a fascinating feature article for everyone to enjoy.